An AI was trained to do just one thing. Guess what a computer would do next? It never clicked a button, never ran a command. And that alone made it about 9 points better at real, multi-step tasks it had never seen.
Wait, it got better at doing things by never doing them? That's like getting better at cooking without ever touching a stove.
That's the whole story. So hold a guess. An AI trained only to predict, then dropped into tasks with real tools it was never trained on. How much better did it get? Keep your number.
And keep one more thing on the table. A broken email server that just would not send. That little failure is how we'll see why this works.
Think about what an AI does for you now. It runs code, taps through an app, and then books a flight. Each one is an agent taking an action in the world.
Right, and those are the ones that mess up halfway and leave you stuck.
So how do you make them reliable? The answer everyone believed. Let them practice. Give them a real computer, let them try, and reward what works. To get good at doing, you do.
Which sounds obviously true. That's how you learn anything.
Except practicing for real is brutally expensive. You need safe, sandboxed computers, live search engines, and phone emulators. And you can't let a learning AI practice wiping a real company's database.
So, what did they do instead?
They split the AI into two jobs. The doer picks the next move. The seer guesses what the world will say back before you move. A good chess player sees 3 moves ahead. A good cook tastes the sauce in their head before adding salt. Everyone trained the doer and forgot the seer.
So this team trained the seer instead.
The Qwen team, yes. They fed it millions of recordings of computers responding to actions, then ran one drill. Here's what happened. Here's what the agent just did. Now predict what the computer says back. No acting, just imagining the taste.
But predicting isn't doing. How does daydreaming about the sauce make you a better cook?
That's the part nobody saw coming. And it's where that email server comes back. If learning to predict really helps, its guesses about the computer should get sharper. So they measured something you can actually watch, how often the AI, inside its own head, correctly guessed what the computer would do. It rose from about 70% to 78%, and that sharper imagination lifted its real performance about 9 points, on tool tasks it was never trained on.
So the seer training leaked straight into the doing.
That 9 points is the average across the board. And on the hardest slice, brand new tools it had never touched even once, the gains ran even higher. You guessed a number at the start. That's it. Learning to predict the world made it better at acting in it.
And the email server?
Both versions try to fix a mail server, and both hit the same wall. Recipient rejected. The before version wrongly thinks the server checks routing first, so it flails and times out. The after version correctly predicts the server rejects unknown recipients before it ever checks routing. So it goes straight to the right setting, fixes it, and passes.
Because it imagined the outcome right, it fixed the right thing first try. Though, real talk, these are the team's own tests, on their own models, and the lead over the top rivals is razor thin. So it's less a final verdict than a smoke alarm. A signal the idea works that still needs a hard look before anyone trusts it.
And that alarm points somewhere big. Maybe teaching an AI to imagine outcomes becomes a standard warm-up before you ever teach it to act.
So, your call. Would you trust an AI more if it quietly imagines the outcome before it acts, even though you'd never see it? Or does that just make it slower and more sure of itself when it's wrong? Drop where you land.
And if you like research made plain, subscribe and join a growing crowd making sense of the newest AI, one surprising paper at a time.
Next time your assistant nails something first try, remember, it probably tasted the sauce first.